Hello Fretwellers and welcome back to Feed the Beast, and we're here again today in our little messy base, and today we're going to be continuing on with Tinker's Construct stuff, and we're also going to do a couple of other things as well. Now, as I do the first couple of things, as they're pretty menial, I want to talk to you about Feed the Beast and its release schedule a little bit. Today is the 16th of March, the day I'm recording this. It could be several weeks before you see this video. The plan was to release Feed the Beast number 1 today, but it didn't happen, obviously. By the way, the thing I'm doing here is I'm going to try and make some juice, if I can. Let me see here. Uses. Squeezer. It just says put cobblestone in a pattern like that, like an upside down T. Did I not do that? Or do you need like special types of cobblestone? I'm not sure. I guess regular cobblestone didn't show up there. Let's get some of this again. So yeah, I'm not happy about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a bit annoyed that what happened is that my editing software, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that crafting recipe is working. I was going to make that squeezer. Let's see here. This. It says cobblestone in that pattern, but it's not working. So I'm not sure. I am crafting that right. That, but I'm not getting anything out of it, so I don't know what's going on with that. Never mind. So, yeah, back onto the main topic of the release schedule. So, the plan was to get the video out today. That didn't happen because I've switched editing softwares, and unfortunately, it doesn't play very nice with my recording software, simply because the Xtori records my voice and the game sound into two different tracks. And the reason it does that is because I've set it up that way so that I can modify the game sound, amplify it if I need to, turn it down, get my voice kind of adjusted, things like that when I go and edit. Now, in Sony, which was the program I was using, that worked fine, but I changed because Sony has problems of its own that I was trying to avoid. But it looks like I'm going to be staying with Sony now, simply because I'm not going to go back to Fraps to start recording programs and games like this, because I found that Fraps was a bit too resource intensive, and it also means that I lose out on the ability to control the different volumes for different audio settings and sources easily. So it looks as if I'm going to be going back to Sony Movie Studio, which presents further problems because now I have to redesign the template on Sony Movie Studio, which is going to take some time, maybe a day or so. So hopefully you will have seen, well, I mean, of course you will have seen Feed the Beast videos, oh boy, by now, but I hope that very, very soon those videos will be out. And I do want to kind of apologize in advance a little bit here as I'm recording ahead of time. And I apologize for the fact that it did come out so slow, and I apologize for promising something that didn't come. I was getting pretty excited about it, but from now on, I think it's just best that I don't say anything on Twitter or anything until a video is actually out, because there's just too many problems, I find. This happens every time I release something new. There's always something wrong with it somewhere along the lines. So hopefully, I will solve those issues, get that video out soon, and we'll start Feed the Beast rolling quite frequently. This also presents a problem that I'm getting pretty far ahead now with my recording, and I don't want to stop for an extended period of time because then I'll forget what I was doing. So we're going to have to bear all of these things in mind, along with juggling my other shows as well. So we're going to have to kind of just work these things out. But I apologize for what happened there. So, time to get back onto the main topic for today, and this is the Tinker's Construct stuff. So I actually read these two books off camera. We're going to quickly review them as it's been a day for me. So what this book does is it tells me about each tool that I can craft using Tinker's Construct and what they do, what you need to craft them, and stuff like that. This is what this one did. So this is really useful, and it's going to be very, very handy, and it also tells me about the different materials I can use in order to make these tools. Now, anything above stone, I will need a smeltery, and the third book tells me all about smeltery. So we're going to build a smeltery today, and hopefully start messing around with some liquid ore. So let's put that away, and this one, Mighty Smelting, and I'm going to get rid of Squeeze out of that bar because we might need that for something else. Tells me how to make ingots and stuff. So there's an introduction here. I'm not going to read this, I read this off camera. It just tells me a little bit about what to do when working with it, and so stuff like that, really. I'm not going to read that too much. So this is the page that we need to start on here, and it says in order to mix 2 or more metals in the smeltery, you may get an alloy. This process happens automatically. If you need more space to process metal, add more layers. Casts are made differently from patterns. Details are found later. Okay. So the smeltery is a multi-block structure. You will need the following materials to get started. So you need 1 smeltery controller, 1 seared tank, 9 seared bricks, any combination of 10 seared bricks, seared tanks, or drains, 1 faucet, and 1 casting table. Now, I already have a smeltery controller in my inventory here. We already have that. So the next thing would be a seared tank. So let's see. Seared tank. What do we need for that? A piece of glass, and we need to surround that by seared bricks. I did cook up a bunch off camera. I do not have a piece of glass, but I do have sand, so we're we're set there. No, I don't want it going in that slot. I want it there. And it seems a bit wasteful to use some coal on that, so I'm just going to put some sticks in there. So we need that, and then we'll be able to craft that. So now we want 9 seared bricks. So that's actually, in fact, I could just put seared in there, and that should set us for now. Seared bricks are made from 4 of those, or you can chisel some other things. Okay, so we need 9 of those. So let's go ahead and make 9. There we go, we've made 9 now, and I can put those back. Our glass is cooked up, so we can craft our seared tank now. There we go. So we've got that part. So what did it say to do next? Let's go back here, actually. We've got the seared bricks. Any combination of 10 seared bricks, seared tanks, or drains. And we need 1 faucet and 1 casting table. I'm going to come back to this one. Let's make a faucet next. There's this faucet. So we just need 3 of the bricks for that. So let's make that really quick. And what was the other thing we needed? A casting table. Okay. So I guess that's where we cast our metals to make the tools. Casting table. And, oh, that's not too expensive. That's just more seared bricks in that pattern. So let's get this ready to go here. Now I have more grout, and I can make a lot more grout, which I think we're going to need. Because I need a combination of other stuff here in order to complete it. We have 8 grout there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make... I wonder how much more grout I can actually make. Let's make a stack if we can. I have a feeling that this is going to come in really handy. So we're going to split it up like that. And we're going to put coal evenly in each furnace. And I'm going to put the coal in first, actually. And we're going to let that... cook up. I wish I could disable that. That is really annoying. I guess I'll just get used to it over time. Hope. So we'll get all of that cooking up here. And while we wait for that, let me actually craft the remaining things. I actually want to make 1 at least of each of these things. A drain, a seared tank, and then we'll probably make 8 seared bricks, I think. So let's make a... I don't know why it does that either. It's just another strange thing. So... Oh, we already made a seared tank, didn't we? We already made one of those. So, seared bricks. And what was the other one? Seared cobblestone. There was something. I forget now. My memory seems to be very short with this stuff. Drains, that was it. I'm just going to type drain, I think. I don't think it's a seared drain. Smeltery drain. There we go. And that is 6 bricks like that. Okay. Well, I can most certainly do that. So we're going to make one of those. A seared drain. Might be handy. And the rest we're just going to make seared bricks. That's 6 in there. That's 7. That's almost 8. So let's get those. And those. And those. And that will give me 10 seared bricks. It said 10 seared bricks or something else, so I think I need another 9 again. I want to save them because they might come in handy for other stuff. Alright, so we've got everything we need now to build this smeltery. So, begin construction by laying a 3x3 bed of seared bricks, leaving any space above these bricks open. You will be constructing a shell around a 3x3 hollow inside. Okay, so we're going to need an area for this, aren't we? Because I don't want to put it right in the middle of the room, because that would kind of get in the way a little bit. So let's take a little bit of land out right here. Again, it's going to be a situation where I'm just kind of putting it down wherever for right now. I hope I can get these things back. I did get the controller back. The infinite spring may have to move. We'll just have to see on that one. So it said put these down on the bottom, like so, leaving any space above it free. When we're ready. So I'm going to put the casting table down here. And now I'm going to put the lava. Ah, look, it's lit up, so it's working correctly. Okay, that's cool. So let's put that in there. So that's now filling up. And we're meant to put metal in now. So is that like an ore? Or is... I've got some aluminium here. I know you can build stuff out of aluminium. So where do I put it in? Here? And I assume that the lava won't last too long. I don't know what that is. Aluminium. I assume that it's going to take time to turn into a liquid, maybe. Let's review the book again here and see what it says. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. It's working correctly. Cool, alright. So I guess this grid here is meant to represent the grid there. And... ah, that is... oh man, that is really cool. I love that. That's really, really neat. So it's melted that up now, so we want to act quickly, I think. And we need to pour that into the tank, if I remember correctly, with this faucet. That was what that was for. I guess that... no, I don't... oh, no. I don't want that on there. I guess you're meant to put, like, a cast in there. I don't know how long that's going to last, so we should probably act. So we built that, and that's alloys, liquids, forming a cast. Ah, here we go. Grout. It doesn't say how to form a cast. Yeah, this is all the crafting recipes, so we don't need that. Maybe it's in the second book. I don't want that lava to go to waste, because I don't have a whole lot of it. Maybe it's back in this book. Tools. That's the tools here. We don't need that right now. This is more of this kind of stuff. Adding various tool things to it. Okay. No, this doesn't look like what I'm looking for either. So, I don't think it's a stencil that you put in. I assume that it's like... it says a cast, so... tool forge. That's what you make after, isn't it, when you've done... see here, smeltery controller, books. I'm a bit confused at this point because I'm not sure what it is you need to do. That's the way you change them. That's a part builder. Stencil table. Because my understanding of it, and I could be wrong here, it seems like my understanding of it is that we need a mold to pour it in. Is that what it says here? A casting table below it. I get that. Figure 1A. And that tells us about alloys. Blank casts are made by pouring aluminium, brass, or gold into an empty casting table. These are used in crafting recipes and can be remelted. Part casts must be created by pouring metal around existing parts, like a pickaxe head. So, blank casts are made by pouring aluminium, brass, or gold into an empty casting table. So we put aluminium in there. So we kind of jumped ahead of ourselves here. I wonder if I put gold in there, if that will turn that into aluminium brass. Let me see here. Block of aluminium brass. Let me see here. I want to make that if I can, because I think that that's an alloy, as far as I'm aware. Let me review the alloy page again. Aluminium and copper. Okay, copper I've got upstairs, so I can go get some copper. I assume it must be an ingot form, so we're going to go get some copper ingots. So, in fact, there's copper right here. Let's grab this. I don't have to go all the way up. Because I put, I put raw aluminium in, didn't I? And it worked, so I guess we'll just put raw copper in. I guess it won't hurt. So let's go ahead and put in some copper. And this should make us aluminium brass. And then that will go into there. No, I don't want that in there. I don't want anything in that for right now. We need to make this alloy first. So while that's going on, yeah, place the faucet on a drain. Other liquid removal objects will work but are frowned upon. An example picture is provided for your convenience. So, let's see here then, we'll see how it works. That's almost done. I didn't step in that. It's probably a bad idea. Fuel 700. Guess you can put more fuel in it. So let's see what this does. So now we've got that. And that is aluminium brass in there. So how do we pour that again? Do I have to break that first? But the other one we can't really see. Oh! I right-clicked on the faucet and that seemed to have done something. Okay. That was completely by accident, but usually this is the way these things are figured out. So now we're kind of done with this. What do we do here? Oh, we get that out. Blank cast. Okay, let's make a couple of those. Let that harden off for a moment there. And then I guess the next thing to do would be to imprint a tool. While we've still got some in there, we're just going to make 2 blank casts for right now. And let's see. How do we make this? Ingot cast, tool rod cast. So you have to put something in there to get that particular pattern. And then I assume that this goes into this, maybe. Let's double check the book now. Now that we've got that out of the way, and we've figured that out, we're back into recipes again. We don't want to be this far. Blank casts are made by pouring aluminium, brass, or gold into an empty casting table, which we've done. These are used in crafting recipes and can be remelted. Part casts must be created by pouring metal around existing parts like a pickaxe head. So, I picked these up from the village and the villager house, so let's put that in there. You can only put one thing in at a time. So do that then for me. Pickaxe head cast. Okay, so now we have a pickaxe head cast. So what do we do now? Now what we need is we need to kind of empty this out. Or can I make that's bronze. I would like to actually put that back in there now, I guess. So let's take you out, put you back in. I guess we can't do that, huh? Okay. I can't empty this out, I don't think. So what we would be worthwhile doing now is actually making some of these different things, like an axe head maybe, a binding. A binding would seem like a really useful one to actually make. And then I guess we'll have to have a go with something else. I assume that when you take these casts out, it's not actually using any of the lava. The only thing that uses lava is when we put ores in. So there's not a drainage system from what I understand in this. There might be a way of draining it out. So I presume a casting basin, brownstone, alright. I still don't know how to make tools. We've only got casts now. I'm not sure how you make tools. It says here, the uses, you have to put that in with a different... Ah, okay. Right. This, I'm getting there, bit by bit. I actually need another chest. I hope you're enjoying this, guys, because I'm really enjoying it. It's just so complicated sometimes. Let's get another chest down. I don't know. No, not there. That's not good. I don't have an axe on me right now. We'll put our casts... Probably put them on top here, and we'll put our casts in there. And we have some blank casts, and they said they can be reused. And re-malted down. So what else have we got? I have some things in here. We've done a pickaxe head and a binding. What do we actually need to make a pickaxe? I forget. A guard. What did I use to make a pickaxe? I used a rod, didn't I? I used a tool rod. We definitely need some of those for sure. So let's put a tool rod in there. Is wood not allowed? I bet it's not. Because it would melt, wouldn't it? In there. So we can't use that. So we need to make a new tool rod. A better tool rod. So let's get this in here. Let's make a stone tool rod. That should be fine. And we can do that by putting two types of stone directly above each other. I guess maybe this stuff. And we'll see. Stone tool rod. Hopefully this works. We might need a better grade equipment actually. Nope. Won't let me do that. Huh. Do I not put tool rods in there? I would have thought you would do. You would make... Or do you not make a tool rod cast? Yeah, you do. You make a tool rod cast. So I guess we're going to need a bit better one. Like maybe an iron tool rod cast. And the only way I could do that... Let's see here. Thaumium, cobalt, slime. Thaumium, obsidian, slime, copper. How do I make a copper one? That would seem like the cheapest one I have right now. Alright. So I can only use bronze. Maybe a bone one? I guess you can't craft that one. Bronze, bone, malleolinium, flint. Flint would seem like one maybe. But we, that's iron I guess. Uses. So the only uses, you can't craft the flint one. Okay, this is where things get a little bit difficult. Slime. Can I make a slime one? Because it's not giving me the recipes here. It gives me the recipe for the stone one. I can't do anything with the iron one. I may actually have to make another one of these things. Or just empty it out and cut my losses if I can. Because all I'm getting is a lot of liquidy stuff. And that's the only thing I can do. And it looks like you can't use stone in there. From what I'm seeing, I can only use flint, slime, cobalt, thaumium, obsidian, bronze. Back to thaumium again, slime. Oh no, you can put a stone one in there. I'm not sure what's going on. Is there not enough in there now? Molten aluminium. Oh no, there isn't. Look at that. So there's not enough. We need to put more in there. Okay. Now we've got to be careful here because I only have so much lava to work with. Put that back in there. I would like to at least make one tool. If I can make one tool, then I would call it a success. I don't know what you do after this, though. Once you've made these, it doesn't really say, I don't think. I could only assume that you put it in a part builder, which I've got over here. So we wanted to make like a pickaxe, for example. That seems to be what we're going for. You need a pickaxe head, a tool binding, and a handle. So we need to pour something else using the cast. So now we can make some more of that. We'll let that harden off there. Tool rod cast. Because I want to know now how you use the cast. So let's pull up the uses here. So if I already put that in there and you pour the other liquids in there. I don't know how you get rid of them. That's the question for me. How do you get rid of them? I guess we'll make another one. How are we doing on lava there? We have an okay amount of lava. There's a little bit of aluminium brass left. We should probably use that if we can. What other have we got? Perhaps another binding, maybe? Make another binding there. I'll pick that up. Start putting these in here. They're the blank ones. So what else now do we need? I think we can probably get one more out of it. So maybe we'll make another pickaxe head. And, oops, falling in a hole. We can make that. We'll let that harden off. And pick that up. Put that in there. I think that'll be all I can get out of it now. Yeah, there's just molten copper left now at this point. So I don't know how you get rid of this. It doesn't say in the book, I don't think. Larger smelter is. Other liquid removal objects will work, but are frowned upon. So I guess like a water bucket, maybe? No? Can I like put blocks in it and that might work? Because I'm kind of done with this now. I don't want to stand in it, that might be a bad idea. I guess it doesn't matter. Just cover myself in copper. No, I don't want to put that in there. Yeah, how do I get rid of this? Now I'm done with it. Is there like a thing that we can use to get rid of it? Something you craft? Seared window, seared glass, seared paver. I don't think so. It doesn't look that way at the very least, so how do I empty this? Do I just... Oh, you break that. I guess that's the way you get rid of it. There's only 250 fuel left, so we're going to have to bear that in mind. Okay, so now we have these. I think I have everything I need to make a pickaxe. We need a pickaxe head, a tool binding, and a tool rod cast. So now, what we need to do is we need to make that out of a material. Now, what materials do we have? I'm not going to make an alloy. I don't want to do that. I don't think I have enough fuel. So, what would be a good material that we currently have access to? I'm tempted to go with aluminium. Can I make aluminium pickaxes? I'm not sure. I don't think I spelt that right, honestly. Min aluminium. doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing that. Let me actually type pickaxe and we can see from there what we can make. Paper, we don't really want to make that. Iron, we could do iron. Iron might not be a bad one to do. That's probably about the best thing we have is iron. I could do bronze, but that's an alloy. Alright, so we'll go with iron. So, do I actually have... Oh yeah, there's iron right in the floor, isn't there? I actually need some iron, and I don't really want to go all the way up there to get some. There we go. So, people who were moaning at me about iron in the floor, hope you're satisfied. It's going to get used. I'm going to fill all of this in with dirt as well. So, at this point, let us put in some iron. In there. And we need to actually put that little plate, the cast, in there, don't we? And I believe they all need to be of the same material. I would assume that. So if I put that back in there, we can pour the molten metal in there. We can get that in there, and these things in there. I'm actually gonna add... I think I'll need 3 bits of iron, so... hopefully that's enough fuel to get that done. So while that's going on... do I actually have stuff in here? I have a binding and a pickaxe head. I don't have everything I need for a copper piece of... Yeah, I don't have enough for that, I don't think. This is just a... Are they any different? Oh, that's a tool forge. So I presume this is for working with metal, and this is just working with non-metal stuff. So, for a pickaxe, let us choose the pickaxe here. Yeah, I need the tool rod. I don't have a copper rod, I don't think, so we can't really use that. Ooh, iron looks pretty nasty in there. So we'll let this fill up. The fuel is almost depleted now. There we go. So, ingot 6. So now let's pour this. There we go, iron pickaxe head. And now what we want to do is we want to get the next one, which is the tool binding. We want to put that in there, and we want to fill that up, and it hardens off. Now we have the cast there. Put that away. Now we just want the tool rod. Let's pour that out, let it harden, and get that out. Okay, so now we have all the pieces we need. So I assume if I choose pickaxe, where did my... Oh, I tossed it out, okay. If I put this here, that there, and that there, excellent. I could rename it if I wanted to as well. We're gonna actually name this First Pickaxe. Boom, there we go, first pickaxe. The first pickaxe we've used using the Tinker's Construct smelter. I'm probably going to have some more fun with this off camera. The definite thing we need to do though is get a better source of lava, because I'm going to be using that a lot. I wonder how much iron is actually left in there now. There's enough to actually make another one. So, we only have pickaxe stuff. Otherwise, I would make another rod there. Maybe we should make another one and we can actually try it out. So let's try and do that. We may run out before we do, though. I'm beginning to get it, though, now. I begin to start and understand it. This is a lot of fun. I really like this. I think this is going to be pretty cool. So, I assume that that may break over time. So we're done with the tool rod cast, and we just need the binding. And I believe that these will just last permanently. I don't know if they have a set number of uses. Oh, I'm all full. Look at that. So let's put you... We need a pickaxe again. Oh, I hate that it drops. Like that, that's not good. So let's put this one in, and this one we're actually going to use. We're going to try it out. So we've got just another one. I've not bothered to name that, as we'll probably use this on stuff. Yeah, look at that. And it shows me the number of uses down there. I don't know if that's actually better than a regular iron pickaxe, but this is how you learn. I can see why people would want bigger ones, definitely, if you wanted to make a lot of these things, or if you wanted to make really high-grade tools. Interesting, you can make different pickaxes there. This is definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to investigate further. Stonebound, I'm not sure what that means. There is a lot of other ones. I believe from the research I did in the books that the better ores are in the nether, which would make sense because that's where all the lava is that you need for this stuff. I could make 2 more things, but I'm not going to because I don't think I have the equipment to do so. I would rather conserve that, I think. I'm going to put these away now. So, first Tinker's Construct tool has been made in today's episode. It took a little bit of getting there, but we finally did. I want to start using this some more. In that time, all the crops have grown. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I think now it's time to actually end the episode off, as we have been going for quite a long time. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you next time. And until then, see you later, and have a good day.